Okay, that countdown definitely ended quicker than it was supposed to. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Crypto Live. I am here with Jackal and Bitcoin J. I'm going to start with Bitcoin J. Why don't you introduce yourself? Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, hello everybody. Thanks for having me on here. I am a crypto analyst over at Titan. I was brought on the board by you two. I have my own channel there and we do some live streams, live scalping there. We have a 250 to 1K challenge going there at the moment with Jackal. And it's exciting times. We've been riding Bitcoin and other coins up and down, and that's pretty much all I do is leverage trading, and that's about it.
Right on. Awesome. How you doing, Jackal?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. I actually have Bitcoin's chart up here. Just a couple. I'll let Bitcoin J. He is our Bitcoin connoisseur, but pretty much what's been going on here. We're on the 4 hour for a good couple weeks at least. We're trading in this channel here. And what's nice about channels when you start to get that established channel like this, you can play off the bounces. And nothing's guaranteed, of course, but you have really good zones to for a little bit of confirmation. I mean, this bounce here, all these micro bounces here, each one of these you can play up, especially leverage trading. Even if you're just doing a straight equity trade of your coins, you could definitely make a few percent off this. So we're in a little bit of a trend channel here. If we lose this channel, I'm extremely bearish on Bitcoin. What do you guys think about Bitcoin and the channel it's in and so on?
I'm gonna go first, Bitcoin J, because you're the master, and I need to get my point across first. But
Your
uh,
your
I,
your bot had a good alert today, man. Your bot is the master. But go on.
um, I those that's the exact same channel I have on my chart. However, I do have a different one pulled up on my screen because I had to get rid of all my drawings. But same deal, right? Like we've got this our supply or our demand zone kind of up here, right where we kind of hit our peak. This is almost like a Bart Simpson. Circle that, right? Almost like a little bit of a Bart Simpson there. Um, but this is where we're getting a lot of liquidity and then lots of selling as soon as we hit that point, right? Same deal down here. We got pretty low, 26,000. I don't think um, that is out of the question to hit again, personally. But at the moment, we're kind of just, we're pretty sideways. So not super exciting. There's not a bunch of huge 1,000 percenters to make on Bitcoin right now. But uh, we're playing it. We're still playing it. We're making decent gains. Compounding those accounts. Like Bitcoin J said, we are doing a $250 to 1K challenge. So come check us out. I'm sure that link will be in the description of the video.
Yes. We have I will and actually we have that. We have the and in the if you're not comfortable with leverage trading over in Titan, over in Penny Boys, we have the swing account challenge. We're starting with $150. We played one trade. We played the waves trade and it hit for 12% yesterday. But I'm only up. I'm playing very small, so I'm up at about $1.50. It's not too late to join these challenges, guys. Go ahead and feel free to come to either Discord. We've got live trading this weekend over in Titan as well and free. So it's definitely cool to come check that out. And I'll let Bitcoin J share us some Bitcoin knowledge now.
So basically, what you guys are saying, being in this range for a while, and the fact that you can play it up and down very easily, I agree with all of that. I think that what we have seen recently, hitting that 32.3, 32.4K, was actually necessary for us to finally go down again and to break that 28.8 kind of zone, because you can see we've bounced there quite a bit and we have failed to push through our support around 28.6 to 28.8K. So most of the time, what you really need is you need to get liquidity at the other end of the range. So at our example, we are actually getting that liquidity around 32K, which will probably give us the steam that we need to blast through our support at 28.8. So in the immediate short term, I'm absolutely looking at shorts. I'm looking to get set up in shorts. I will only really be very interested too long once we break above our previous rejection point on the 4 hour, which is that 32.4. I mean, we can definitely get some scalps in, but if you're looking for swing trades or to really catch a bigger move up, I think the safer play would be to just wait until you break that resistance at 32.4. And so yeah, right now I think we're just getting rejected. We got back into that range, and the fact that we are getting back in it signals to me that there's a high likelihood that we will definitely break our support of that range, because once again we have gotten that power, that liquidity at the upside to give us the strength we need to actually break down lower. So it's exciting times. There's definitely some good money to be made. Like you say, definitely come check out Titan, come check out the live streams. We do it all there. We guide you through it. So yeah, on the 4 hour, that's what I'm looking at. I've got some setups on the 15 and 30 minute that I might be able to pull up if you want.
Yep, just hit screen share down at the bottom there.
Let's
hit the share
see.
button.
Yep.
Pick your screen.
Let's do trading view. It says Chrome has lost permission to capture your screen, so probably I will fix it next time. But
Okay. While you work on that, if you could get it pulled up, we will go over it. While
Yeah,
you do that, I'm going to talk
that's
about
perfect.
a couple trades that I think might be able to give us a little bit this weekend on what I'm looking at. AXS, Axie Infinity's one. This has been just absolutely decimated from its all-time highs. This was up, over 160, something like that in November. We're hanging out at about $20 now. And this gets nice pops. This is why I like this, is because we are trading kind of in a nice sideways trend channel here. But when we do get the pops, they're substantial. They're nice, like $4, $5, $6, 25% in a day and a half. So we are definitely still downtrending here. I feel like your safest bet would be waiting until we take a triple bottom bounce around 1745, 1750. Maybe wait for confirmation on that bounce, because a lot of times we will retest the trend lines on crypto. So that's the biggest thing to watch for, is that initial bounce. More times than not, you come back, retest, then you get the true bounce. So what I'm looking for, to be honest, is the bounce and an entry somewhere above, say, like $18, $17.80 to $18, and see what we could. See how high we could play this up. I mean, even this small bounce was like 1950 to 2150. That's 10%, over 10%. Those are substantial bounces, especially if you're leverage trading. These are the trades you see, those 1,000%, 2,000%, 3,000%. It's these pure moves like this, and you just get to play them, you time them out. That's the first one I'm watching. So I would say, official alert would be over 1850, 1860 area, off of a bounce there. And then Mana's another one I am looking at, because it's wedging up a little bit. I'm not thrilled with it, but I will say on a retest, along and above, say, $1.06, $5, $6 area with a retest. So if we pop up out of this wedge and we end up getting support on this line here, that's another one we could get a nice trade on. Or if we fall bearish out of this wedge, a nice short, because really if we lose the wedge, Mana has a chance of coming down to the upper 70s, I think, if we have a bearish weekend. So those are the two I'm looking at. Is there anything you guys are looking at?
Not particularly. I went over a few in our premium Discord yesterday. Other than that, I'm waiting for Bitcoin to make a move. So not a whole bunch of exciting times in crypto at the moment, but there is still money to be made playing these channels.
Oh, absolutely agree with that. And I see we're starting to see like Waves is green, and Waves was the one I had put that alert out in Penny Boys yesterday, because we're getting a few altcoins that are breaking out. Even with crypto red, you'll get a coin, and and trading Luna and Ape. I mean, no matter what, you're more than likely going to see either a Luna trade from me or an Ape trade every weekend. We've got the volatility in these. They're fun to play. They're worth playing because you're getting a nice push off of them. Quick trades in and out. High risk, of course, but high reward. And Luna, especially ever since last week's airdrop, has been pretty stinking volatile. So immediately, what I'm looking at on Luna here, you could pop a trend line through here on the 5 minute, and this is short-term trading. If we could break up over this trend line to sustain it, we could get a nice push on Luna. Every time Luna breaks up over these resistance points that it hits its head on 3, 4, 5 times, you get these pure pushes. Like this area here, I mean, we went from 640 all the way up to 750. That's almost a 15-20% play. Or if we get rejected heavily, like coming down here, these heavy rejections. So playing the short, playing the long, both of them are wonderful to play. Very fun to play this coin. So that's another one to watch. I'm not going to give an official entry, but I will say we break up over that resistance, we could get a nice pop there.
Yeah.
Anyone have any
You
any more thoughts? Any crypto thoughts? It doesn't have to be Bitcoin chart analysis. I mean, what do you think of the sentiment of crypto in general? Just anything.
I think that things are starting to kind of like I actually have the fear and greed index pulled up. Let me find it. So it's not changing. It's not getting worse. It's still bad. It's at 10, which is extreme fear. But it's not like I don't know. Maybe it's because it's feeling like it's the new normal right now because it's been so bad recently. Both stock market and crypto market. Because we were excited when we came back up over 400 in the SPY. And 4 weeks ago we had been dying that it's underneath 400. Like no way. But it doesn't. Things don't seem to feel as scary per se.
Yeah.
At the moment. So we'll see what that brings us. I don't know what that'll bring us. But things do feel better. If that makes any sense.
I would agree with that. The only thing I'm not thrilled about, to be honest, with crypto in general, is we are breaking away from the market. We're showing twinges of being more bearish than the stock exchange, which is kind of a bad thing. But it's a good thing that we're kind of breaking away. We're not necessarily trading candle for candle, Bitcoin versus the SPY. So that's what we need to see and want to see. So I do like that. What do you think, Jay?
I agree. And just about general thoughts of the crypto market, I think that we might have put our low in, but I think that we at least need to retest it. If you look in Bitcoin's history, it never really just makes that 1 wick low. It always tends to come back after spiking up first and hitting like this 32.4. I would expect for that low to be retested. And I've shared that also in my channel. I would actually go back to the fractal of July last year, where also we have bottomed out there just a little bit before that. And we are always retesting that low. You can see that there. We have come down in May, that wick low, and we have retested it twice on lower volume. And so what that means to me and what I'm looking out there to potentially happen again is a retest of these lows on lower volume. And then I would be confident that we could probably see some upside going on forward in the coming weeks and months. But right now, again, I'm mainly just looking at shorts because I don't think that we are out of the woods anytime soon. And definitely that rejection at 32.4, if Bitcoin is any bullish, if it's really any bullish, it doesn't really allow people to get in again, if that makes sense. It doesn't really retest everything that properly, like even go and drop in below 30K again. It's a true sign of weakness. If you're really bullish there, you would have held 31.5K and just made a higher high. So I'm looking at the exact opposite actually right now. I don't think that we're out of the woods yet. I do expect us to break that 28.8, 28.6K resistance and at least retest that wick low. We could absolutely go down lower. So if we're in a short, we will just let it ride. And yeah, there's really no sign of any strength to me in the crypto markets right now. But this doesn't mean that you can't make money. Like actually, like something that I really love to do is I like to make my bear markets. I call it I like to make my bear markets bull markets, and I will just invert my chart, and my red candles will just be my bull trend, and I will just play it like that.
I absolutely agree. I absolutely agree with that. Even at Penny Boys playing options, I actually sometimes make more money in the bear market. And I do agree that we have, Bitcoin and crypto is notorious for the retest, the double bottoms. And then, like you said, like catching it, like once you hit that double bottom and you do turn bearish, it's not like this weak little indecision like we had here where you get these pure pushes where people are racing to get in. I agree
Yeah.
100% with that. And the volume's just not there. And that is the main things I'm looking at. If we back out and if I pop up the actual daily chart, crypto volume, it's a little better than it was, but it's terrible overall in the sense what I want to see as far as to get the nice pushes. And let's be real. I mean, of course, institutional money drives crypto, but we lost the retail investor with what happened with Luna. Most retail investors, unless they literally understand crypto, anyone that like is in the market or has a little money and is like to tattle around and would say, "Oh, is crypto a good buy?" and this and that, they're like terrified now. They're scared off. So that could, I don't necessarily think it dumps crypto down. I think it will stall crypto from the next bull run for a little bit. So yeah, I do agree. And another thing I was talking about, I did a little analysis I posted on Facebook. Uh, Here's the thing. Back in November of 2021, in this area here, we're at 14,000 on Bitcoin. The stock market has retested 2020 prices. It's done it there, all-time lows, everything else. The crypto market has not. We have to hold above this wick. All right. If we come all the way down and lose this wick and lose this trend line and stay below it for like, a weekly candle, I do believe we end up with another just nasty 3 months. But there's no guarantees either way. We're just using history of Bitcoin, everything else. So I'm with you, but at the same time, I do think there is some very possible ranges. And the very first one is we have to close a few daily candles above 32,000 and even test up to 34, 35,000 before I even think there's any indication for a push. So
I agree.
yeah.
Yeah.
And anyway, well, I think we're going to jump off. We just like to give you guys a couple, watch lists for the weekend. Make sure you check out Titan. We've got live trading tomorrow. I gave you, and I will put them typed out for you guys so you can refer to them back. I've got Axie Infinity, Mana, and Luna. All three of those, I gave you guys entries for all three. Be very, very careful with these, especially if you're leverage trading and you're not very experienced with it. And until next time, we will see you guys next week, same time. Come check us out in both Discords. Thank you so much, Jay and Jackal.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. All right, we're gonna see you next time. Bye, guys.